Hello, hi, my name is Tendai and welcome to Score Big with NetOne, the podcast that is brought to you by NetOne, Zimbabwe's leading telecommunications company. And today in studio, I've got a gentleman who has not only dominated on the local scene, he has extended his ability beyond borders. He's the Mbari youth, he's ABX, he's everything that is amazing on the music scene. And I'm talking about the too much hit maker, Mr. ABX. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, my brother.
Wagwan.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure having you here, man.
Yeah, same way. It's an honor being here.
You're a busy man.
Yeah, we would say, yeah.
And having you here is one of the most amazing things we've done. And finally, you're here.
You know, I'm humbled. It's also an honor being here.
Amazing stuff.
This is a platform that is, credible. So yeah, same honor.
Okay. You're looking sharp.
Yeah. I had to come to NetOne. Come on.
Yeah, you have to come prepared.
Yeah.
People are watching.
Yeah, people are watching.
Okay, so let's get into the thick of things. You are Nutty. People know you as this hit maker. People know you as this global icon. You've done so many things locally and internationally. But I understand, before you were Nutty, you were Carrington Simbarashe Chiwadzwa. Let's talk about who you are, where you began, and how you got to become this global icon.
Yo, that's a whole book. But yeah, in a nutshell, born and bred in Bari, passionate about music from birth. Professionally started this 2015.
2015,
yeah.
After high school?
I was still doing academics.
Yeah.
Different.
Okay.
But then I remember even at school I was a musician.
You was a musician?
Like I said, from birth I was doing music.
So it's the same story everywhere with every other musician, that your stories started at birth.
Definitely, because you're born with the music. You don't become a musician after.
You don't. It's not something that you discover later.
Yeah, you're born a musician.
Born a musician.
So the musical aspect of things, it's day and day life.
Okay.
Until you finally realize an opportunity, or you realize a time when the passion really, when the passion is ripe and ready to take over.
Take over.
Yeah.
Okay. So born and bred in Bari, amazing stuff. School. Who was this kid at
school? I would say, well, I've always been a vibrant kid at school. I was a nomad, went to so many schools.
So many schools.
Based on, my background situation, I had to stay different places, so I would go different schools.
But is it something that you would have wanted to happen, or you'd have wanted to be at school, just at one school until you finish?
No, I think that was actually ideal for a person like me, because, the more you get exposed to different things, the quicker you understand life. Yeah, so going to different schools, meeting different people from different backgrounds, different ideology and philosophies, kind of...
As a young kid as well.
Yeah, nurtured what I would have wanted to be in that period in time. Fast forward, high school, I did my A-level at Cranbourne Boys High.
Obviously.
Yeah, Cranbourne Boys High. Shout out to Cranbourne Boys High anytime.
Yeah.
So after that, I was now doing my telecommunications.
Yeah, I heard that you did telecommunications, and it's something that most people don't know about you. But we're going to get to that. We're still talking about school, Cranbourne. Obviously, you are somehow athletic. I saw you doing backflips at some point.
Yeah. You're doing so many things, sports. I was a dancer. I was also doing karate.
Martial arts?
Yeah, martial arts. I do martial arts. Football, debate club leader, so many things, man. The only things I just didn't want was to become a prefect, head boy, or
too much responsibility.
Yeah, at some point in time, I was gonna be part of the team that was gonna be in the junior parliament.
Yeah,
I remember that time. I would opt for things like keys, went for the Book of African Records, the church, I remember those days, representing the school. But I was more of a orator.
Orator.
I would like to be around in front of people and speak, You know, I would also lead the debate club.
Modern day Malcolm X.
Yeah, trust me, man. That was the vibe. Modern day Aristotle.
Aristotle. And academics, of course. When someone of your stature is quite learned.
Trust me, you have to know these things.
Yeah.
We live in a world where you have to know so many things just to do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You have to be endowed. You know, you cannot just know one thing. You cannot just be a carpenter and just know carpentry. You would need to know, you know, the history. You would need to know why things are what they are right now in the modern world. You need to know economics. You need to know so yeah, I feel like that's me. I'm an anti-parochialist. I believe in getting so much
information.
Exactly.
Ah, wonderful. And then the people at home, when you were growing up, did they look at you and understand what you were going to be or what you were going through, the metamorphosis from becoming maybe someone who was just born and bred in Bari, someone who's going to Cranbourne, into becoming this, because it starts manifesting at a very young age. Did they understand who you were becoming?
I don't think so. I don't remember any point in time where anyone around me from my family understood what I was going to be.
Yeah.
I believe it's normal.
It is.
Because that's familiarity. You know what familiarity does.
Yeah.
You are ours and you are ours. Yeah. So we know you. You know so you. Right. People barely look beyond that aspect. But you as a person, it's your duty to develop. Be it you're noticed or you're not noticed, be it you're being supported or you're not supported, it's still your duty to develop until a certain stage where people would now notice in a deja vu type of a moment.
We saw this.
Exactly.
But then artists at some point, they grow up and they have some of the saddest stories. They talk about, I wanted to be a musician and the people at home didn't notice. I wanted to be a carpenter and the people didn't notice. Do you look at that? We were talking about familiarity.
Yeah.
Do you look at that and say?
I look at that because there's so many things I would have wanted to be, and I didn't become those things because I would point out things like internal support. Well, I could have been a cricketer by profession.
By profession?
Yes.
You could be playing T20.
Right now, I could have been one of the best in the world.
Sikandaraja.
Yeah, I would be a Taibu. I would be a modern day Taibu.
So what were you playing? Cricket?
Huh?
The position you were playing?
Me, I was an all-rounder.
You were an all-rounder?
Yeah, a dangerous batsman. They used to call me Tenduka.
Tenduka?
Definitely.
Wonderful.
I was an all-rounder. I could bowl, I could wicket keep, I would do all other things around the pitch that anyone would do brilliantly. But then that time, I believe, I didn't get the necessary support.
Yeah.
It was just an issue. You can go in the end, cricket, it's a alarming level, then I excel. But then that didn't happen because of that, you know, perceptions around. Your mom, your father wants you to be an accountant, or they want you to be a mechanic, or they want you to be, you know, the norms, the societal norms.
Who believes in a boy in the bed?
Yeah, we all grow up in around those scenarios where we all supposed to be doctors somehow.
Yeah.
We all supposed to be accountants somehow. We all supposed to be corporate people. We always have to wear jacket and tie.
A jacket and tie.
You know, but then the passion, God's way, and God's will, different dynamics when it comes to life.
But then do you look at that and think it shaped you somehow into becoming this man? And if it did, how do you look then at a younger Nutty, or what would you tell them when you look at yourself maybe in a record playing from 2002, 2003, what would you say? Would you tell yourself, you know, if cricket doesn't work out, you're still going to be great?
Yeah, I wouldn't tell the younger Nutty or anything because everything was tailored to be this way. Yeah. I knew exactly that somehow greatness was within. By any means necessary. We do cricket, we're still going to find it. We don't do it, whatever it is we do, we will still find it. I knew. It was just now a matter of, what do you say? It's a matter of just waiting for time to decide for you. which route you should go, because time, everything is within the essence of time.
Yeah.
Time is goodly. Time, I believe time is God himself.
Is it? Yeah, true.
So time.
You would have still become this amazing person.
Exactly. It doesn't matter what I was doing, I would have been in the streets doing anything, anyhow, by any means necessary. I would still have been great. I would still have found greatness.
Yeah, funny thing is, recently I was talking to your good friend, your close friend, Gemma, and she talked about fate. She said, no matter how much I would have tried to stay away from music, I would still have been a musician. And you share the same sentiments as well. Yeah. I mean,
Birds of the same feather.
Birds of the same feather. This is why at the beginning I talked about, do artists just believe from the onset that you guys are going to be great?
Yeah, not only artists, but I believe when you say artist, you mean everyone is an artist.
Okay.
Somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, because actually to live and to be is art.
Okay.
So everyone is an artist, but then the realization depends how aligned you are.
True.
Some of us get aligned late, some of us never.
Okay.
Some of us quickly align with their purpose, and you know, so it differs within those paradigms, and it involves so many dynamics too.
You talk like a very spiritual person.
Yeah, definitely.
For someone who grew up listening to reggae music, how have you managed to balance from a very young age spirituality and whatever was happening? Because you talk like a man.
I didn't have to balance anything.
Yeah.
Music is spiritual. Reggae music is spiritual. Tell me a genre that is more spiritual than reggae.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Okay.
There is no genre more spiritual than reggae music. Music itself is spiritual, so I didn't have to balance. Because this was me. This is me.
From a very young age.
Exactly. Okay. I only had to align more with the essence of what it is, which is the spirituality behind music, which is important. If you don't understand it, you might misuse it.
Okay. And then we are talking about School Big. From a young age, you talked about so many things and you excelled at so many things. You said you were a cricketer. What was that one moment that you believe you stood out and you believed in yourself, maybe at 15 years, at 12 years, at 7, and said, you know what, Carrington is that guy. I am that man. I'm going to be that man. What was that one moment?
There can be one moment for me. There can be one moment because, like I said, whether I would be cricketing or playing football, or wherever I was, school, anywhere,
you excelled.
My aura has always been. It has always been a championship aura. You know, so I don't have one moment, because if I would want to give you one moment, it's not fair.
Okay.
Because there's so many, just me being around myself, me, myself and I, there's a lot that goes on. The dialogue, everything is great in its own shape and essence. I knew.
You knew.
I always know, I always know, whatever it is that we're supposed to do, there's light. Whatever it is that we touch, there's light.
There's light.
Whatever it is that we, you know, it's embedded deep within. It's like deep rooted. Okay. So I cannot pick a moment, because every moment, whatever it is that's happening, there's always a grain of greatness happening.
Okay.
Depends how you see it and which angle are you seeing it from.
Okay. Amazing. So, I mean, we are going to go on a break and we come back and talk more about this greatness.
Yeah, man.
So we are still in conversation with Nutty. He talks about his school big moments. It's just not one moment. He believes it's a culmination of events. He believes not just one moment, but greatness overload. I think it's something that's embedded in an artist. We're going to go on a break and we come back and continue with this amazing conversation. So welcome back. You're still watching the School Beat with NetOne podcast, and I'm still in conversation with ABX. Now, we touched a lot on your childhood, and we talked about your school big moment, which now we have made clear that it was just not one moment. Now the music. We get to 2014, 2015. There's always one thing that amazes me about an artist. It's how they choose a name. Is it because sometimes the greater the name, the greater the artist.
Trust me.
How good the name sounds.
Trust me.
How the music is going to sound.
Ability
I think ability extension. I mean, you don't listen to someone who says, coming you from another world.
Yeah.
Exactly, and you believe the world is not, the music is going to be somehow lackluster. So what came first? The name or the music?
Those things are one.
Yeah.
It's just the difference in time.
Yeah.
Those things are one. You're always gonna be who you said you're gonna be.
Yeah.
And you're always gonna discover the name you should have had at a certain period in time.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's alignment, like I was telling you. But the name
Nutty
was there.
Was there?
Yeah, before the music was fully discovered.
Okay.
In a certain time space.
Okay.
Yeah?
So they were already calling you Nutty O.
Or I would say the music was there before the name was there. But then these are different time zones.
Okay.
That's why I say these things are one. What separates them is the time frame. I was born musical. I didn't have the name Nutty O, but I had the music already.
Yeah.
And then when people discovered the music, then I was Nutty O then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about names. You listen to reggae, you listen to dancehall. We're talking about King Shango. You talk about Mavado. You talk about Vibes Cartel, Winky D, Ja Praise. These are amazing names. And the moment you hear a name sometimes, do you know there's a point where you just listen to a name on a song and you say, this song is great.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you go to that point.
Yeah.
So how did you then move from a guy named Simba, from a guy named Carrington, to picking N-U-T-T-Y and then N-O?
Oh, yeah, it was school.
Yeah.
I was at school, I remember, because I was doing music and dance at school. I was dancing, I was also singing, and trying to evaluate your abilities, individually evaluate your abilities so that you could give yourself a proper fitting name. I found that I was crazy.
Yeah.
I was crazy in a musical way. I was crazy in a creative way. And that's where the Nutty became the Nutty.
Nutty. Oh.
It came from the Nutty.
Oh.
Yes, because my people used to call me the Nutty. Oh, the Nutty operator.
Nutty operator.
Yeah.
And then became Nutty O.
Yes, then it.
Wow.
So
why did I believe it was from the Nutty professor?
Never. Never. It was from the Nutty O. It was from the Nutty side.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
Funny enough.
It was.
But you still embed that naughty character.
Well,
you look so down to earth.
Definitely, I am down to it.
So,
and so is naughty people too.
It's a smoke screen then.
Probably maybe.
Probably maybe.
Yeah. That what I would say is we are who we are, and we also have veneers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why there is a saying that says, "Don't judge a book by its cover." That's a veneer too.
Okay.
Dynamite's coming. What?
Small
That's
baggies.
a veneer too.
Yeah.
So basically, we are deep within, but we also have veneers.
Okay.
Until I say I am this person, you understand that. Then if I don't, you don't know.
Okay.
Only what you can see is the screen.
What you see, what you get, or you get what you see. And then you grew up in Bari. No mistake. And then I remember having this other conversation with someone, and we were talking about you. And I said, Nutty O is from Bari. And they said, no way.
Why?
Exactly. This is where I want to get. Do you feel you have that DNA? Because of your music, you started off dancehall. Is it something because you started off strictly dancehall, and at some point you then became Afro, I believe. Now when people look at you, they don't see Nutty O from Bari. how would you say then that vacunational molded you to become this person?
You can only see kumbari based on how they carry themselves through the journey.
Yeah.
The winning aspect of things tells you I'm from Bari. You don't need to see physically. There's no resemblance.
Yeah.
That's the home.
That's the home masala.
Yeah, you cannot see what the Bari do. There's nothing that, but then something about the fortified character, the process now, living life through the process. That's how you can tell between the Bari. If you see where I am right now and the stuff I've gone through, and the things I've been through, situations I've been through, the journey, and I still emerged. That only can tell you that I'm from Bari.
Okay.
If I tell you I'm from Bari, you must know based on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, do you believe the likes of, because maybe you came out at a time where what we have as Zim Dancehall was becoming a main genre. We're now having Soldier Love, Winky D, and the likes of Calabash. We're already in the music scene. But you being from Bari, do you think it shaped the type of music you wanted to?
We were all influenced by Jamaican dancehall and reggae. That's what I grew up listening to. Coming from Bari, I grew up listening to reggae and dancehall.
Yeah.
I had elders who put me on the music.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to emulate the originators. It is the Jamaicans.
Okay.
These are the people we emulate.
Who started the thing?
That's their genre.
Yeah.
We emulate their genre. The reggae and dancehall thing is Jamaican. And the world emulates
them.
So that has always been me.
Okay.
Because the music is for the soul. Okay. The music, I believe reggae and dance was designed for ghetto people.
Yeah. And you embed that.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
And so growing up, that was therapy. Listening to reggae music and dance, that was therapy. And you being an artist now, you want to emulate King Shango, you want to emulate Bounty Killer, you want to emulate Vibes Cartel.
UB40.
UB40, yes. I grew up on UB40. My dad used to play that for me a lot. Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, etc.
Okay.
So you could only emulate.
You could only emulate.
That's why we're here. We're emulating that genre. The inspirational base is a reggae and dancehall from Jamaica.
From Jamaica.
Yes.
And then 2015, you are starting to become an artist. You signed to Kinako, if I'm not mistaken. You join DJ Tamuka. You make a hit that is Kotava Kure. It is well received. How do you look at that moment as an upcoming artist?
I think for me, that was inception. That was the proper inception into the scene. Because Kotava Kure wasn't that big at home. Yeah. But Kotava Kure went and crossed the borders.
International.
Exactly. So I found myself in a situation where I have this song, which is not as huge at home, but this song already, people from the outside, different nationalities, they're saying this is the song.
I remember your song was featured on BBC One Extra.
Yeah.
And we were not yet aware of who you are. Definitely. And someone in the UK is playing your song. How do you then look at? Did it ever come to your mind, like, why is this prophet not having honor in his own home, yet the people in England are appreciating his music?
No, because it's normal. We all know of the prophet who doesn't get honor in his own land. We all know that's the norm. And still the norm. I feel like the respect and the love that maybe me and my fellow musicians get outside in some spaces out there is gigantic. It differs from, again, it brings you back to that issue of familiarity.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't celebrate our own enough, which is normal.
But did that stop you at some point?
Never. That was
actually a kick in the face that you need to do more.
That was impetus.
Yeah.
That was impetus. That was propelling energy.
You went on to perform with Charlie Black as well.
Yeah. A lot of
the
these
man
guys.
from Trilai.
Yeah, a lot of these guys.
You were becoming more global before we even accepted you here. Like, talk about that movement.
That's, I believe that's God's writing.
Yeah.
We Tesa at schools in Bofana, no matter what, we Tesa at school Fana put an in HICC. At Fana at the HICC could integrate.
Okay.
There's so many avenues.
Okay.
You know, someone atumbu in the kwesego antongo va ariva edit over me nanga to the global stage.
The global stage.
You get what I mean?
Okay.
Someone doesn't have to go to the National Sports Stadium to be a great.
Okay.
So that's how different our trajectories are, and that's God's writing.
Okay.
Nutty was supposed to be played on BBC radio before it was played on any other radio station.
In Zimbabwe.
Yeah, that's how.
Jumping protocol.
That's how it was tailored.
Amazing.
Nutty was supposed to have some international collaborations before.
Having local collaborations.
Exactly. Before, even like you're saying, before the locals fully accepted him. They had to, some bunch accepted him after the mustard seed.
Yeah.
So I'm not
okay.
complaining. That's how my journey is tailored, and that's God's writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we are going to go on a break again, and I still have more to ask you. We're going to talk about the Bob Marley influence, the Bob Marley album, being part of a project that was Grammy nominated. I mean, you've done a lot, man. Do you even realize who you are?
You know, sometimes we forget.
You forget?
Sometimes we forget.
Okay.
The environment has its own ways of
reminding you. So we're going to go on a break. When we come back, I mean, look at him. He's flattered by his own greatness. We're going to go on a break, and we come back and have this conversation in full detail with the ability extension man himself, Nutty. So we're back. The conversation is getting exciting, and the man is opening up more. We are getting to the part of his career where he gets big, where he talks about being recognized internationally before the local people could embrace him. Now, there's a point in your career where you joined one of the biggest groups, I believe at that time. That group was called Military Touch. You were part of a song, and you had one of the greatest verse personally on that song. That was Chekeche. And that was great. And then leading to you leaving that group at some point, and a lot of Zimbabweans thought that was the end of you. How did you become an independent artist after leaving such a stable that was laden with so much greatness? We were talking about an XQ that had transcrossed genres from, you talk about the urban grooves, you had, you know, Andy Murizo, you had Jabreza himself. How then did you learn or pick up yourself to become an independent artist?
So, I'll safely say independence is natural. Yeah, we all have it within us. It's just when you decide to say. Well, I would say within that process, I was already moving like one independent artist.
But still within a group.
Still within a group, but still moving like independent.
Okay.
You know, it's important because that was me preparing myself for the world to come.
Okay.
That was me preparing myself for the men I would have wanted to be later on. That's preparation.
That's preparation.
So I didn't face any challenges. It wasn't hard.
It wasn't hard.
It was rather fulfilling.
To
walk the journey that I've always wanted to walk.
Yeah.
And, you know, After that, succeed.
You succeed.
You know, succeed in that. I released my first album.
Yeah.
You know, we all know what happened after that.
You are someone that sprouted from a mustard seed. And even when you're reading the Bible, the mustard seed, though small, grows up into something big. When you made that album, were you referring to yourself? What was the inspiration behind the mustard seed?
First of all, the inspiration was biblical. As long as your faith is small as a mustard seed,
yeah,
you move mountains.
You move mountains.
So it was me basically vocalizing my faith.
Okay.
At the same time, speaking about my character and my qualities. I had just one wish to let the world know that I am this type of a seed.
Yeah.
I can go through this, I can go through this, but no matter what happens to me, as long as I'm on the ground, no matter what happens to me, as long as I am on the ground,
yeah,
there is no exterior condition that can harm or hinder my growth.
Okay.
There is nothing that can hinder my growth. And we don't have to be 10 seeds. One seed can cover a whole big area. This small seed will still grow into a big tree.
Yeah.
And it's not just that mustard seed. It's not just that era. It's the era now we're in, going forward.
Going forward.
It's now that seed, maybe right now, plant level.
Yeah.
That seed will still grow into a tree.
Okay.
And this tree does a lot for the universe, does a lot for nature, does a lot for humanity. The tree, so many people feed from it. Its fruits,
yeah,
the oxygen, the shelter, name it, man.
You name it.
So it's not just that time. It's that time and what's to come.
What's to come.
Until that tree is big enough.
The mustard seed never stops growing.
Trust me.
Then one thing I always want to ask artists or musicians like yourself, what do you make music for? Because there's a follow-up question to this. When you made Mustard Seed and the songs that are there, no skips, probably the best album at that time and up to now. If you go back, it feels like you've just recently made it. Who were you making it for? Is there a certain age range where you said these people will understand me more or better?
Artists create music for themselves.
Yeah.
I was making that music for myself.
Okay.
I make that music for myself as long as I love it. I know I am a simple amongst many.
Yeah.
There's so many people would relate with me because I'm a human being. I'm flesh and blood.
Yeah.
You see, I've went through struggles. Everybody else goes through struggles. I have loved before. Everybody requires a love. Everybody loves.
Everybody loves.
I pray.
Everybody prays.
Everybody prays.
Yeah.
So, how do you miss anyone within this type of stencil? You see, it's simple for me. Just make music for yourself.
And then
you are a simple amongst many. Yeah. You're a simple that represents a certain individual out there.
Yeah.
Anyone will find their space of.
Yeah. The reason why I asked you this, because you have a fan, and that fan is in the form of my mother.
Yeah.
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 So I was looking at her age, and I said to myself, how could you be dancing to Aunt Perry Power?
Yeah.
Old lady.
Yeah.
Mutara Power.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to myself.
What did she say?
She's like, no, this is a very good song. I mean, I resonate with the song. Yeah. I like the song. I mean, so it made me think. And I always thought I was going to get an opportunity to ask you, do you believe you have this older generation of fans that listen to your music?
I know. Now I know. Because I've seen them, I see them.
Yeah.
My analytics show that I have about 55%, 40 plus 75.
Plus 75.
People listen to my music.
Yeah.
I see them when I go to perform.
Yeah.
When I go to perform for the kids, they are with their parents. They are with their grandmothers and grandfathers.
Yeah.
I see them when I'm moving around. he just told me that your mom is a fan.
Yeah.
I see, this is my day and day, this is my inspiration. Every time I get to see an elderly person listening or dancing to my music, that's validation enough.
That's validation.
Bigger than any reward you could give me.
Amazing stuff.
When the elderly and
the youthful ones.
The youthful ones, as youthful as they can be.
Yeah.
To the elderly.
Yeah.
I make my music in such a way that it fits everyone. You don't have to explain it to anyone. That's music. That's how I feel music has to be. Like I told you, it's a spirit.
Yeah.
It's not, it's not economics.
It's not economics.
It's spiritual. It goes through. And you don't have to explain. So you don't have to. Anyone who understands that song within their own.
And still on that, you have probably, I would say maybe it's the song of the year. Too much. What was happening there? I believe the pens were on fire, the pages were on fire, the booth was on fire when you started recording that song. And it came out masterpiece. What was happening? I mean, you talk about music being spiritual. You came in here, people were singing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, how did you come up with that? And we were coming from a stage where people were now talking on social media. I was about to ask that as well.
Yeah.
They were saying Nutty doesn't apply himself. Nutty doesn't. He doesn't do marketing. Nutty exactly. Also coming from a time where you were regarded as one of the top three. I remember when you talk about the top three, you know who I'm talking about. You're talking about the dancehall father. You talk about Japresa, and you were there. And then you somehow backtracked, if it's correct for me to say. And then people said, Nutty Wapere. And then you come back with such a massive banger.
Well, I didn't backtrack.
Yeah.
I was living at the moment.
Yeah.
You said the Mustard Seed is still the album up to date.
Yeah.
That's what the people outside, everywhere I go, tell me. So, how do you say when I appear in 2025, the best album of the year?
Yeah.
The Mustard Seed could fairly still be the best album of the year.
Today.
Yeah, if the rules would apply.
Yeah.
So I was relaxed. Let the music play. These people are still saying the album is still playing. We're still listening to the album. So I'm not rushed. I'm not gassed up to do anything. I don't have to prove anything.
Yeah.
Let's talk of a Usain Bolt moment.
Yeah.
Can we say Usain Bolt up here?
No.
He's the world record holder.
Though I got retire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I can't retire. Passing a visa record. I'm like Usain Bolt.
Okay. Still going.
Still going. And I have a record that I've set that has never been.
Okay. But when you look at other people come and maybe step in a sport that you once were, does it do something to you mentally? And then you go on social media, people talk.
No.
Yeah.
Substance is substance. Number one is for everyone.
Yeah.
And number one is not permanent. Mangwana Maxen, Juuta Shambita number one.
Shashape.
What I mean, Mangwana Maxen, Gunamuga, which trend, Kanzu, Batawan for street.
Yeah.
You trend of a number one. So is anyone.
Yeah.
But for number one, for Vika, because the Vimono is that's important.
Yeah.
But the music stays in the hearts of people. The music doesn't have to stay in the charts or by number one. So I'm not moved by someone being number one.
Statistics maybe?
Yeah, I would be more concerned if there was any album you would say was better than the Mustard Seed.
Yeah.
From that time.
From that time.
Exactly. Even after that, I would be more concerned about a bigger project than that.
Yeah.
In many ways. But they ain't, in my view. People tell me the same, they ain't.
Okay.
So I was relaxed. Honestly speaking, I was relaxed.
Yeah.
And until to a point where, it was alarming, like you're saying, to go on social media, certain facets are pushing a narrative.
Yeah, because narratives are being pushed. You see a new upcoming artist, they are doing the numbers. People look at YouTube numbers. Hey, Nutty doesn't do this. Nutty, oh, Anziji is one of the oldest upcoming artists. Exactly. I think this is one thing that I've come across so many times. But do you look at those things?
You know, sometimes I would say I'm blind to those things.
Yeah.
But even when I look at those things cannot spoil my day. Because all you see is opinions.
Yeah.
All you see is noise coming from people who are projecting.
What they could have done themselves and failed.
No. People, these are fans, right?
Yeah.
Fans who are projecting what their favorite artist could have done. In light of me.
Okay.
That's the issue.
No, that's smart.
Exactly. This hate, all of that. Genova from.
Okay.
So I don't look at those things, but I consider those things. Because it's a mangwana. Okay, right now, let's say the numbers. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
God's writing is crazy. Because right now, who is the craziest numbers right now in this moment? 3 million views in 3 months.
Yeah.
1 million views on Spotify.
Yeah. It's that song.
Over 8-10 million views in 3 months overall across the board.
Damn.
Number 1 song, arguably. Which other song? Yeah, and this person still is an upcoming. Come on.
I like the way you back yourself up. I mean, the numbers do say.
Come on.
I mean, then.
Not even the numbers. Let's talk of the impact.
The impact of the song.
The music stays in the hearts of people.
Yeah, and then and talking about impact, you've done a lot for women musicians as well. I saw you at the Nubian Notes. You were performing that song. And you are stepping up into a space where there were a lot of females. And then you step out where there are a lot of guys and they accept the music the same. And you always talk about collaborations and the impact. How did you feel stepping out into a show that was led by all females and you managed to perform and the people loved your song?
I had to go and support the females because the narrative too is that this is a male-dominated industry, which is true.
Yeah.
It's also high time we integrate the females so that we balance this. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you check the economics of the music, the women consume our music more than the guys.
Yeah, true.
But yet the women are not the headliners
of any show.
In the show. So I think that narrative has to be balanced. So you know, I went there to support my people.
Yeah.
Gemma, my people. I was on stage. We did our song. It was a great atmosphere. The Feliz, the Tamiz.
Yeah, everyone else.
Yeah. It's just about, we're here to inspire. We're here to leverage inspiration.
And leave a mark.
Yeah, leave a mark. And, give the next person the right energy they need to go forward.
Okay.
That's the biggest part for me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, when we are speaking of music and the growth of Zimbabwean music, it has to come from an uplifting point of view.
Yeah.
As competitive as it becomes sometimes, the competitiveness is within an empty ground.
Yeah.
We just need to cultivate substance within it, push each other to a point where now we can compete. But now it's not the time.
So now we're about to get to the close of this program. I wish I had more time. Yes, you have a lot to talk about. But before we do that, we get to a close, it's criminal not to talk about your global impact. Nominated, you're part of a project that was Grammy nominated. We don't get so many of those in Zimbabwe. And if I'm not mistaken, the greatest artists we have had that have transcended borders. You could talk of your Stella Chiweshe. The late Dr. Oliver Mtukudzi was getting awards in Italy. Winky D gets awards in Jamaica. Now you're part of a project that's Grammy nominated. We don't do that in Zimbabwe. Not saying we don't have the potential to, but it's not something that we're used to. And there's ABX extending his ability beyond borders. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, God's writing again.
Yeah.
God's writing. So, there's a Bible verse that says, a man's gift will make a way for him.
Yeah.
So that, for me, that has always been happening. That's what be happening. The musical ingenuity will open doors.
Open doors.
Musical prowess will attract the right people, and the right people will bring you to the right stages.
Yeah.
So that's how I've managed to acquire all my collaborations, the Bob Marley, the Etana one, the Teddy Riley link up, all of that.
There's a lot of collaborations, but if you allow me to say, was the Bob Marley one the biggest one?
Yeah, if you ask me, because who is the biggest artist in the world? If it's not Michael Jackson, it's Bob Marley.
It's Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Posthumously.
In my view.
In your view.
The two of the most, influential, the biggest musicians ever to touch this earth. It must be Bob Marley.
And Michael Jackson.
And in my view, I believe Bob Marley is more impactful. Bob Marley had an effect.
Yeah.
For Africa, more up to date.
Up to date. Bob Marley.
Right now, we're gonna go into the most remote area right now, and you hear Bob Marley. And I just got to have my vocals in my studio, and I was given the opportunity to do a rendition of
his song,
of his creation.
Yeah.
Me and Winky D.
Amazing stuff.
Representing Zimbabwe.
You had the whole of Zimbabwe on your shoulders.
Trust me.
And you didn't disappoint.
Trust me.
Favorite song from Bob Marley?
Favorite song for Bob Marley? That would be, I have so many. It's unfair.
It's unfair.
To pick my...
But just, we give you a big speaker right now. Let's say it's a sermon.
Redemption songs.
Redemption song.
Yes, definitely.
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 Wow.
Definitely.
Why did I think you were going to start off with, As I Remember?
Nah. Nah.
No Woman, No Cry.
Redemption song.
Redemption song.
Yeah, the deeper it gets, you find me there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Redemption song.
Redemption
Something
song.
that has to do with empowering the black child.
Amazing stuff.
I'm behind it, yeah.
Wow. And then you're dressed in leather. That's Michael Jackson. There's a movie coming out soon.
Come on.
Are you a Thriller man yourself?
Well, I was a dancer. I was a hip hop dancer, break dance, pop lock, b-boy, and all of that. So yeah, I'm a follower of Michael Jackson, and I also just follow. I study a lot how he used to create.
Yeah.
Yeah, I study. I'm a student
of his art.
Yeah, I'm a student to his ideology and philosophy of the music.
Okay. So would you allow me to ask your favorite song from him?
Something that has to do with healing the world.
Yeah, Heal the World.
Yeah.
Okay, or we talk about your There Comes a Time.
Nah.
Too cliche.
Yeah, you know, I told you, as long as that it has the energy, you could empower one. You find me there. Those are my type of songs.
Those are the type of songs. Okay, so now I'm almost running out of time, and I'm going to leave this platform to you to just tell me whatever it is about Nutty that you think the world doesn't know.
Come on.
I know it's a very difficult question. It's so
I think
much
the only thing the world doesn't know right now is that the album is coming. Too Much was the first song of the album.
It's on an album.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
That's what the world doesn't know right now.
Yeah.
That Too Much was the first song of the album. It's coming.
Yeah,
why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
So we're talking about the album. Do you have a date?
Nah.
No.
That is definitely next year.
Next year. Okay. And then what else? To the youths out there, the Mbari youths.
Yeah, to the youths out there, I just want to say, I'm more concerned with my fellow musicians and those who aspire to be musicians.
Yeah.
It's a long game. It's a long game. So just make sure you stay in the right lane. Yeah. It's not about hit song. It's not about 2 hit songs, 3 hit songs, 4 hit songs. It's a long game. It goes beyond that. Like Fela Kuti said, if you play with music, you die young.
Yeah.
Music is spiritual. Music is a powerful tool. It's a medium that we can use to inspire, we use to build, use to mold, and empower, and also use to destroy. So you choose your route. But then, anything you want to be, you can be. Use the music wisely.
Music wisely.
Yeah.
So those are the famous words from, I think we're going to write them down, publish them, put them on a billboard. Say,
There's a book coming soon, don't worry.
Yeah. Amazing. This is what I was saying. If there's anything that the world needs to know, this is the opportunity for Nutty to let the world know.
Yeah, I think by the time we do the third album, there's going to be a book to it.
The book to it. Okay. I hope it's going to be amazing and mind-blowing.
Trust me.
So would you allow me that as I close, you just give me a piece of too much to the world?
Piece of too much.
Too much. Is that too much to ask?
I know. Let's see.
Let's see. So as I close, reface the camera, I do my thing, and I leave you to do your thing. So ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fine episode with the ability extension. This man is on fire. There's a lot the world needs to know about such talent. Grew up in the city and the town of Mbari. He has extended his ability and his intentions across the world. Project that was Grammy nominated, part of the Bob Marley together with Winky D, has helped women perform the Nubian Notes, and he says we need to do collaborations. There's a lot I could talk about, but the man is going to do it himself. Remember, this was proudly brought to you by NetOne. It is the Zimbabwe's leading telecommunications company. It's the NetOne podcast. My name is Tendai Spider. Until next time, it's a solid goodbye. Nutty, let's go.
Can I hear the crime? I'm doing my time. The queen of my kata. Anywhere you there, I submit it. I can give you what you need. Take you to the West Indies.
Yes, indeed.
Pull up in a SUV. Give you like a MTV.
EMTV.
See, get my card, you be spending. The balance, cause it's you I'm defending. You all and buy you the Benz and the Bentley for you and your bestie. Uri wangu dirinde. I wanna see you every day.
Every day.
Amazing.
Thank you, brother.
Listen.
It's a pleasure.